Hey there, ladies and gents, good boys, Danny Stewart here for bassistband.com, and this is a work log video on this wonderful Atelier Z M265 70s custom. So this one is the one that got abandoned, but by the original buyer, but somebody else wanted to buy it, and this is the one with the slimmed neck. However, there have been some, and this over here is the standard M24577. It's got exactly the same circuit in it, same pickups. However, I have had some complaints about the pots on these models being noisy. I'll show you in a minute. So for this customer, they already have one of these, and they wanted to address this noise issue. The issue is that when you're not touching the strings and you attenuate the EQ or tone in any way, it would make a noise. It would kind of make some static noise. But I've overcome that on this one by installing a different rating for the stack pot. This has now an A250K pot instead of an A500K. So let's that's with everything up. So let's just have a listen to the difference. And so here it's essentially the same spec, except this has the 500K pot. But when you turn the dials, you get a little bit of pop and crackle on all of the tone, on the master tone too, when in active mode. However, if you touch the strings and then turn the dials, you don't get any of that. So I mean, I don't think it's a very big deal myself. I don't know what the big fuss is about really, but you know, some people don't like that, so the solution is to install the 250K. Let's just listen again. Okay, so that was with the 500K pot, and this is with the 250K. Let's just see what the difference is. Everything's dialed up. Yep. It's very, very subtle. It's very, very subtle. There's just slightly more headroom, of course, with the 500K pot. But what you're getting of course, is you don't get this noise on the 250. So that's it, really, guys. That's all I wanted to go over on this video. Yeah. there's no static on that at all. So yeah, that's all I wanted to test out and show you. So yeah, if you buy a 77 or a 70s or any kind of M265, actually now they've all got the same circuitry, same pickups. They've got the Bartolini XT-CT with the Spectrum boost, yeah, they all have. I'll show you the original pot. I've got it over here. This is the pot that it comes with, which is a 500K A type stat pot, and that one, yeah, at that rating you get a little bit of fizz on it when you turn the dials if you're not touching the strings. Yeah, okay, I can see that's perceived as a slight problem. But if you just remember to touch the strings, I don't really see what the big deal is personally. Anyway, it's down to personal preference. So if anybody buys an Atelier Z and they find that, you know, with the 500K pot, they can't stand that little crack and fizz when they're attenuating the tone, you know, then I can send them along an A250K pot to replace it with, and it should work without any fizz, and it should be almost, the frequency response will be almost as wide, although it's a very, yeah, it's very, very subtle. It's not quite, there's not quite as much headroom. So, you know, that's the only compromise that there is, just a little bit of headroom. Just to demonstrate, I'll just do the same on the open strings, on this. And then one more time on here. So oh, sorry, I didn't have the volume full. So I'm just going to have to do that one more time on the pink one. Here. Pink one's still available, by the way, guys. Beautiful bass. Yeah. It's just that little bit more headroom, you know. So A being it, I do think it's worth. I don't know. I like the sound of the both. Yeah, I like them both, but it just has that little extra bit of, there's a little bit of extra air in there, which some of you might miss with a 250K pot. But anyway, food for thought. So I'm going to ask the customer of this bass which they like. Do they prefer it with the 500K pot, or are they happy with this 250K pot? Should I put the 500K pot back in and they're just going to make do with it and remember to touch the strings when they adjust their tone setting, or what? We will see what happens in that case. But there you go, guys, that's food for thought. You are welcome to request a 250K pot instead of a 500K pot if you prefer it. All right, guys, that'll do it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Really appreciate it. Take care and stay groovy.